Japan once had hundreds of castles, standing as formidable strongholds across the country. These days, not quite as many remain, but those that do have rich stories waiting to be explored. Over the years, our team has visited dozens of them, and in this video, we're going to share our 10 favorites. But before we dive into the ranking, here is a very quick beginner's guide to Japanese castles. Most castles you'll see in Japan today are big, beautiful landmarks right in the middle of cities. But that wasn't always the case. The first castles were simple mountain fortresses, tough to reach, and built for defense during a time when clashes between rival clans were frequent. But about 450 years ago, things changed. Castles started to be built as symbols of power in the center of cities rather than simply just for defense. These are the castles we know today. Wide moats, tall stone walls, intimidating gates, and towering above it all, the main keep. Over the years, many were lost to war, fires, or just plain neglect. These days, only 12 so-called original castles remain in Japan. But what does that even mean? Original castles are those whose main keep has survived intact since the end of the feudal era. Essentially, they're the ones that are still standing in wood since the time of the samurai. The rest? Around a few dozen modern reconstructions that are usually concrete on the inside. So, with that quick background out of the way, let's jump into our top 10 castles in Japan. Starting with number 10, Osaka Castle. We love Osaka Castle for its sheer size. In fact, only Edo Castle, today's Imperial Palace in Tokyo, was bigger. The stone walls here are the tallest in Japan, and it really is impressive seeing the moats and massive stones up close. The main keep that you see today is a concrete reconstruction. From the outside, it looks great, but the inside does feel a little more like a modern museum. The big highlight though, the panoramic views from the top floor are absolutely worth it. Moving on to number 9, Matsue Castle. Matsue Castle is known for its striking black exterior. Few keeps in Japan look this sturdy and imposing. One of the best ways to experience it is on a moat cruise in a low sightseeing boat. In winter, they even set up little kotatsu tables inside to keep passengers warm, which makes the ride feel extra cozy and atmospheric. Number 8, Kumamoto Castle. Just like our previous entry, Kumamoto Castle's main keep is also a striking black color. But that's not the only reason why we think it's great. Its huge grounds, elegantly curved walls, and many interesting structures like turrets and a palace make it one of our favorites. It did suffer heavy damage in the 2016 earthquakes, and restoration is ongoing. But the upside? You actually get some pretty unique viewpoints of the castle while it's being repaired. Number 7, Iyo-Matsuyama Castle. There are two big reasons why we love Iyo-Matsuyama Castle. First, its main keep. It's not the tallest, but it's made up of multiple keeps and turrets, which is rare in Japan. That gives it a really complex look on the outside and an intricate layout to explore inside. Second, the setting. It sits on a hill right in the middle of the city, with views over Matsuyama and the Seto Inland Sea. And in spring, when the cherry blossoms bloom, it's absolutely stunning. Number 6, Hikone Castle. Hikone Castle's main keep may be small, but it packs in a lot of character. In particular, it's famous for mixing different architectural styles. Just check out those cool curved gables. The approach up to the castle is also really unique, a spiral path designed to expose intruders from every angle. On top of that, Hikone is one of the few castles where part of the original palace has been rebuilt. And the grounds include a beautiful Japanese garden with the castle kept as perfect borrowed scenery. Number 5, Shuri Castle. Shuri Castle was the main fortress of the Ryukyu Kingdom, which, until 1879, wasn't part of Japan. Now it's in Okinawa Prefecture. This unique history shows in its design. Bright red walls, curved roofs, and a strong Chinese influence that makes it look completely different from other Japanese castles. Sadly, a fire destroyed much of it in 2019. But reconstruction on the main hall is scheduled to be completed in autumn 2026, and we can't wait to see it back in all its glory. Number 4. Bitchu-Matsuyama Castle. What makes this castle really special is that it's the only surviving mountaintop castle in Japan. This sets it apart from others that are built on hills and plains. This also means that getting there isn't easy. The hike up is tough, with steep trails and layers of old defenses along the way. The reward though is a rugged, dramatic atmosphere you won't find at other castles. And then there's Sanjuro, the cat lord of the castle. If you're lucky, unfortunately we weren't, you might just spot him waiting at the top. Number 3. Nijo Castle. Nijo Castle in central Kyoto is unique because it still has a surviving palace, and not just any palace, but the shogun's own residence when he visited Kyoto from his base in Edo, now Tokyo. Most castle palaces were lost over time, and unlike the main keeps, they were almost never rebuilt. That makes Nijo's Ninomaru Palace incredibly special. Walking through its audience halls and chambers is about as close as you can get to experiencing the world of Japan's samurai rulers. And don't miss the famous nightingale floors, wooden corridors that squeak like birds to warn of intruders. Number 2. Matsumoto Castle. This one comes in at number 2 because, quite simply, we think Matsumoto Castle is the most beautiful of them all. Its black exterior is striking, and when it reflects in the moat, especially with cherry blossoms or the snow-covered Japan Alps in the background, it's just breathtaking. The layout is also really fun to explore. You've got a fortified main keep, a secondary keep, and even a small tower that was added later just for moon viewing parties during peaceful times. Number 1. Himeji. And at number 1, no surprises here, Himeji Castle. It takes the top spot for us as it's Japan's best preserved castle. Walking around its massive grounds really makes you feel what life was like in the age of the samurai. The paths are designed to confuse invaders, and the elegant white main keep, surrounded by smaller keeps, is absolutely stunning. Himeji isn't just for castle fans, it's a must-see for anyone traveling to Japan. We hope you enjoyed this countdown and maybe got some inspiration for your next trip to Japan. Which castle would you put at number 1? Do let us know in the comments, we'd love to hear your pick. Thank you for watching, and as always, happy travels!